Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today, that's right, we're going to be upgrading our mob farm again, and then we're also going to be generating some resources. So, I hope you guys are ready. So today, I think it's Resturbed spawner time. So, in order to get a Resturbed spawner and to get one with a particular mob that we want, it's going to take a little bit of work. But luckily, we have the great combination of mods that's going to allow that to be possible. So first of all, let's go ahead and do what all you guys have been asking me to do in the comments, and that is make a jetpack. So I was kind of looking at different jetpacks and seeing which ones would probably work the best, but I think just your standard simply jetpacks is going to be the best one. So and probably the easiest one is going to be this leadstone one to make. Ender.io does have some good options. We're probably gonna have to make both of them later on anyways to get a better jetpack. You never know, but we should have everything here to be able to make our first plain Jane jetpack. So lead gears, probably need a bunch of this stuff. And I also kind of want to talk about some of the other cool things like the pocket chargers that we have as well in this pack. That's going to be kind of cool. So I'm kind of interested to see what we're going to come up with for power wise, how we're going to keep this thing powered. Because just your basic jetpack right off the bat, it's not going to be that bad. We need to react it. We're just going to require 2 of those. So there we go. All right. So yeah, we almost have everything ready to go. Throw 2 of those out there, and then look how quickly we can get this thing crafted. Bam. Leadstone jetpack. So speaking of charging things, so we do have, I think it's called generators. So we do have these backpack generators, which is kind of cool. There is one though. We have a death, end, explosive. So basically all the ones from your industrial, is it industrial foregoing? No, from extra utilities is in here. So we have like a frosty, a magmatic, an overclocked, nether star, pink generator, an inventory potion generator, a slimy generator. So all these things are going on, but I think the regular inventory furnace generator is probably going to be the better of the options for us. So let's go ahead and make this. And I want to, I kind of want to test this out. This is a mod that I've not had the chance to play around with. All right, so right off the bat, we have a inventory survivalist generator, which looks like it produces RF or EU. So it produces both. I think it's just interchangeable in this pack, it seems like. But we're going to use that to upgrade it into this furnace one. No need for a survivalist when you have a furnace one. So I guess you shift right click to activate it. And okay, it says while sneaking to disactivate, or press I to change modes. So no armor. Okay, so no armor with inventory equipped. Okay, so I'm guessing maybe there's some kind of mode change, but there are upgrades. Okay. What kind of upgrades do we have? So auto pull upgrade. That seems like it'd be a good thing to have, right? So it automatically pulls out of here. Removes effects applied in the inventory generator. Okay, so I guess some generators give you effects. Increase the RF produced, but fuels burn faster. I think we just need the auto. I think that's probably the only one we need. So I'm going to go ahead and make that. And we should be able to throw that in here. Maybe. Okay, so that does go in there. Do we have to specify? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Open this up, place it in. Okay, and then we'll get some like coal. Right? Probably have tons of coal. And let's see if this auto pulls out. Let's put it in there first. And I'm guessing it's generating power. As you can see right there, it's generating power. Now, if we throw this in our inventory slot, it's said to hit I. It says no armor with inventory equipped. But it's saying charge mode off. And I'm thinking it has something to do with our keybinds. So, this guy right here is from inventory generators. If we go into options, we can go into controls and type inventory and hit category. And we should see inventory tweaks and, or not inventory generators. So here's our change mode. So you can see that it definitely had an issue. So I'm gonna set mine to button 5. It doesn't seem to be recognizing button 5, which is another thing that might happen. So we go into controls. We'll go back to the inventory generator, which is set to button 5. I'm just going to set it to some key that potentially doesn't have a keybind hooked to it. Seems like everything in this pack has a keybind. Numpad 2. And that doesn't seem to be changing the mode either. Numpad 2 to change mode. While sneaking to activate. Okay. Maybe we need it to be... I don't think this is an inventory slot item, is it? No. Huh. I wonder what exactly the button needs to be. Oh, okay. Okay, so it is working. It doesn't pop up anything on chat that tells you that it's actively charging, but it is using that hotkey, and you can see now charging mode is on, and if I tap it, hit that keybind again, it turned it off, so charge mode is off. But it does work. So it is working, and it is keeping my jetpack charged, which is pretty nice. So looky there. So now I can actively use my jetpack. Now another thing that I want to set up is under controls and simply jetpacks is the toggle hover mode. I like to set mine to button 4. I don't currently know what my button 4 is set to, but we can find out. So the shape key, that's fine. I'll set that to none. That's the shape key for using ore excavator, which I'm not really using anymore anyway. So that should work fine. So that's going to keep this charged. Should also probably keep my tablet charged as well, as long as we have some charcoal in here. Pretty nice. So yeah, that should charge it back up. Look at that. We used it and it didn't take any damage. Pretty nice. Now, when this thing runs out of fuel, it says when item is picked up, it will automatically go into the inventory generator slot if valid. Okay, so that means if I throw this on the ground, it goes into the generator slot. Pretty cool. So, now that we have a jetpack, we should be able to now wander the nether a bit easier, right? I'm going to go ahead and quick charge this. But we should be able to wander the nether a lot faster. I'm going to be looking for spawners, right? Because that's our goal today. So, spawners, we have a spawner seeker tool, which is going to allow us to hopefully see things. Now, I don't know if I have any vines laying around, but that is a good way of getting this. Looks like in a metallurgic infuser with some biofuel, you can also get it that way too. Also in a hydrator with a little bit of water. Is that something that is viable, I should say? Either way, I think we can find some vines. That's no big deal. So shears. There's a lot of different options for shears that we could get right now. I'm just going to go with my standard ones though. I'm going to head out and find me some vines. I think we have a swampier... Actually, I might have a swamp biome in my book. So one of these structures should work for what we need. It looks like inside is exactly what we want. I actually don't know, though, what this is. Hey, there's a spawner. You can get out of here. I need to go ahead and break these spawners. They're actually pretty important that we break them. Are there multiple spawners? That'd be kind of cool. Look, there's vines down here as well. Wow, this is exactly what we were looking for or needing to find. Because we have all this. So yeah, what I need most though is these spawner shards from Actually Editions. That's really what I'm shooting for. Still, we should be able to find all this stuff pretty simple. Wow, what do we got in here? Oh, teleport you to your personal spawn point. That's pretty nice. Electrobob scrolls, biome cluster, and a firebomb. I wonder what the firebomb does. I'm going to take some of these things that look kind of interesting. Pneumatic craft. Everything else looks pretty bland. Stuff that I don't really need. But yeah, wow. What an interesting little place. Let's try this. What does this do? Oh, it just sets it on fire. The scroll? Okay. Discover to spell poison. Nice. Yeah, this is a lot nicer. Having a jetpack is making my life a little bit easier so I can navigate around a lot faster. But, let's head back home. Look how easy this is. I love this book. Spawners are what we're looking for, so we are in the right place as far as that goes. Does it tell me how much fuel is in this? Burn time remaining, 97. I don't really know what that means. So let's go ahead and make the spawner seeker. So that should be simple and quick. Now that we have all the stuff for it, there we go. So this should highlight spawners that are nearby. Maybe? I don't know what it's doing. It's acting really weird. Instantly popping on me. Is that because it's just not going to work? If it doesn't work, I know how to find spawners pretty quick. There it goes. So I guess it does that when there's not one nearby. So in this case, there's got to be like one down here somewhere. The fun of mining straight down. Luckily we have a jetpack, so if there is lava, hopefully we'll be safe. Oh boy. That's a guy I don't want to mess with. Luckily, most of these mobs should be easy to take out. But still, we need to find like 2 more spawners. And right here is the spawner. How convenient. Actually, this has no chests? How weird. Okay. So no chests. Very strange that that's the case, but apparently it is. I am going to steal some of this. Mossy. Alright, so we have another one to find, and then we're ready to go. And here's our other spawner. So yeah, just using this thing makes it so easy to find these. It's ridiculous. Oh, I don't need to do that. And this one actually has chests. Gonna break that. And I need my shards. So that's 2 shards. Did this one not give me a shard? I feel like it didn't give me a shard. Wait, it did. Okay, yeah, we have... Yeah, we have enough shards. So that should be enough shards. Let's kind of clear out our inventory here. Ooh, an inventory cake. This is actually really good because that just upgraded our inventory. So now we have extra inventory slots built into our inventory. It's the Wand of Embers. We can't use it. Don't know the magic of it. This is a magic hood for random things. If we take a look at the info, found a dungeon chest that makes your nameplate invisible for other players, whether you are sneaking or not. It also removes potion particles. Very cool. There's a poison bomb. There's not really much in here. What was that? Burnerang. Okay. There's the healer's robes from Electrobobs, which actually looks very useful. I'm going to take that. Diamond horse armor. I'm going to take that as well. Everything else. Tome. This looks like something important. And the virus is also, I think, important. Glowing water harms undead enemies. That's just something fun to play with. All right, so I think we're ready to go back home and do some crafting. So here's where we need to craft a spawner changer. Now I think I have 4 spawner shards, which is exactly what I need. But we also need to craft ourselves a diamond block, convert that diamond into diamantine. We're going to place that in here, and then we need to upgrade this. And I did see the comments. You guys made sure to let me know that one of my display stands was unhooked, and so I fixed that. And now we get to turn this into empowered diamantine, and that is going to be one of the main things that we use. So while this is working, let's go ahead and get ready to craft this. So spawner changer is what we're working on making. I think I have some magma cream, maybe not. We should be able to make some though. So there's some magma cream, and last but not least, we need this. This is a very powerful tool, by the way. And there's our spawner changer. Now, what I'm going to do with the spawner changer is I need to find a wither skeleton over here. I would like to get these guys to stop. The best way to probably do that is to break in temporarily and place a torch down in the middle. This should still spawn. By the way, it says no power, which has me kind of concerned because we should have some power. We should. And I need one of them to spawn. Or, actually, it'd probably be faster for us just to find one in the nether. While we're there, let's go ahead and get ourselves a drop of evil. And that's all we're going to need, right? We're going to need to find... Well, since we're going to the nether, we can just use that spawner finder, and that's going to help us out dramatically. But while we're there, we're just going to go ahead and find a wither skeleton. I'm going to show you the process that we got to go through in order to capture this thing. So now that we have a jetpack, let's see what this thing does. Oh, by the way, here's what we got to do. Let's go ahead and capture one of these guys. You just right click on them and it captures them. Now we can change the spawner, change vanilla spawners to be whatever we want them to be. I think, if I remember correctly, I remember seeing it over here. There was a fortress that was nearby, and I think it was over this direction. Don't remember. I'm still trying to figure that out. Also, these guys are nightmares. Ow, quit. But there's one, there's somewhere, it's somewhere nearby. The spawner, this right here might be able to help us if we do get close to one of them. Maybe it was down through here I seen it. It was definitely somewhere. This is a giant mess, by the way. Don't get too close to those things. If I remember those correctly, there's some nasty things that can come out of those. Wow. Yeah, this is such a nasty spawn. By the way, this will bring nightmare fuel to you. Take a look at these guys. Look at these. Oh my gosh. These guys are horrifying in themselves. And this blue fire is really, really cool. Really cool. But these guys, yeah, that's nope fuel right there. Aha! And here's the fortress. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to help me find the spawner or not, but a spawner should be pretty easy to spot. This isn't the greatest fortress in the world. But there's a good chance we'll find a spawner. Maybe it's locked away inside one of these areas. That is a very good possibility. I do hear some blazes. But when we find this thing, we have to act quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these guys destroyed for the most part. This doesn't really help too much, but we're going to change the spawner like that and then convert it and pick it up. That's all we have to do, guys. Now we have a resturbed wither skeleton spawner. That quick. And now I can book it out of here. Actually, speaking of booking it, we'll set this to Let's see. And we'll go home. Okay. That's all it takes. Now, we're going to upgrade our mob farm a little bit. So the cool part about this is we no longer need the powered spawner anymore here. Instead, I can replace it with a resturb spawner. Now, I will need some upgrades in this thing in order for it to function properly. But right now, it's always on. Redstone always on. Right here, pulse, always on. It should be always on right now. And this does work off of like vanilla mechanics. So when the torch is gone and the room is dark again, they should start spawning, or at least that's what should happen anyways. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab the upgrades out of here right now. I will be making some more upgrades. We do have some more gold now. Just going to use this as an example. We'll take some cobble. Perfect. So let me get in here. Throw those upgrades, and voila, it uses no power. And with those upgrades that it has in it, of course, it does have a timer, but it is going to continuously spawn those guys in. Now, we actually don't need the power cube up there anymore either, to be honest. We can take that for ourself. Let me go ahead and toss down a torch. These are affected by light, by the way. So there we go. Break that. And we have a much more efficient, minus that. You might want to get a block up there. A much more efficient mob farm. Ow. Yeah, they are a lot nastier, by the way, than your normal mobs. But it's the same as the extra utilities ones down here. So, what do you think, guys? What do you think of this upgraded mob farm? This is a lot. This is gonna produce heads a lot faster. Also, we are going to be upgrading this. We need a little bit more pink slime, which we do have. But we gotta put that in a special machine to get a fortune upgrade, which is gonna be something we're gonna work on very soon. So, guys, this has been a very interesting episode, a very strange one for me. But we definitely need to make sure we have enough wither skeleton skulls to support the mass amount of withers that we are going to be spawning very soon. The wither is going to be one of my favorite it's always one of my favorite bosses to automate, but in this pack it is pretty simple to get going. The only thing we need is soul sand, and that's why in the next few episodes we should be working on our crops and getting mystical agriculture running a little bit better. I mean, we do have a lot of essence that we've stored up over the period, but this is actually nothing. We really need to use this to upgrade all these seeds to a higher tiered version. So we have about 10 more minutes left in today's episode, but I think we can go ahead and jumpstart, kind of jumpstart a mystical agriculture stuff by making ourselves some sort of miner. Now, we have two different options. We have environmental tech, and we also have industrial foregoing. I think today I'm going to try, I really need to see real quick which one will be the best. Let's see, industrial foregoing, we can do miner. Industrial foregoing. So, industrial foregoing has a few different, it has one machine, but I don't know how well it's going to be used for pulling stuff out. Plus we need a lot more pink slime, which we don't really have a lot of. And I'm trying to think a good use case for the pink slime, and how to get it. So we might actually be better off just going with environmental tech, since we do have all the resources available for environmental tech today. This will be something we can set up later, and I think this one has some other uses, and it might have some materials that the environmental tech can't get. But, you know, it's only going to be trial and error. So the void ore miner is going to be very useful for us, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get, because we're going to need this litherite. Litherite's not the easiest thing to come by, because we need litherite crystals. Just to make the main tier here, we need 4 blocks of litherite. And litherite is going to be flint, And remember that I wanted to be able to make a lot of flint, right? That was going to be something that we could do. It looks like we could just throw this in a squeezer. We do have a mechanical squeezer, so we could throw like, yeah, gravel in a mechanical squeezer, and that would probably get it. So, I know I have one. Is it still placed somewhere? I thought I had picked it up and moved it. I hope I didn't get rid of it. It actually might have disappeared in some other chest. Still, anyways, we do have some other options, I guess. Let's see, what was our gravel? That's the main thing we're gonna need is flint. At least for today. Mechanical squeezer. I'm pretty sure we have one of those. Yes. No, that's a drying basin. That's not a mechanical squeezer. We should be able to make the mechanical squeezer. No problem at all. Mechanical squeezer. We should have enough of you. If not, I can easily make some. Or grab some, because I do have some stuff going that should be helping produce this. So mechanical squeezer, let's go ahead and get you done. I think that was one block of, there we go, mechanical squeezer. So gravel. And if we need more gravel, of course, we have this right here producing gravel for us, which is really nice. Let's just go ahead and take this, and we'll hook it up to our pipeline over here. And we'll just start throwing gravel in here. And that's going to start producing flint. So, some of the main things I need. So, environmental tech. Not environmental tech. There we go. We're going to need the void ore miner controller, right? It's going to require interconnect. This main thing for interconnect is going to be the black concrete and then some iron to make some of this. Some of the other things it's going to need is some lasers, which is just glass for the most part, and these are iron and redstone. Pretty simple. And then the other part we're going to need is the tier 1 structure frames, which is going to require the litherite, some lapis, and some more of that interconnect. So all in all, this is going to take a little bit of time to make, and then also we're going to need to make an assembler. This is the thing that is going to allow us to build this entire machine. So, time to get started, and I'll see you back once I have a lot of the resources gathered up. So I went ahead and made the void ore miner controller, and just want to kind of show you guys, once you get this thing made, you should be able to right click on it, or left click on it, and it'll show up in chat that you're going to need 24 structure frame tier 1s or above, 20 structure panels, 2 lesser cores, and then you're going to need a laser. So that's what you need to get in order to make this, and of course you can shift right click on this and it'll pop it off for you. But that's what I have to work on making, and it gives you your nice little list. So just kind of wanted to show that real quick. So after contemplating what I should be doing, I went ahead and made both the void resource miner and the void ore miner tier 1, because when I was taking a look at everything I was needing, it actually, for actually what I'm making this for, which is mystical agriculture, this actually requires a tier 2 miner in order to produce. Whereas this nether ore and stuff like this, I mean, I think these are biome specific. The industrial foregoing would probably be the best to do for this specific task, simply because it doesn't, you don't have to tier it up. But we're already going with this route. This is something we needed to do anyways. So I just went ahead and doubled up everything that I was working on. My cactus farm is doing mighty fine. It's actually over here. I had just harvested it again. But anyways, that was the main thing I was running out of, actually, was just cactus. So I need to find a place to put this. And if I remember correctly, I think the first tier is only 4 blocks tall. So 1, 2, 3, and then this gets placed on the top. And then from there, we just need to make sure the area around these are clear. Of course, if this is wrong, I can fix it, but I believe this is how it goes. And then we can go ahead and clear this out. And this is where the magic happens, right? We just start, right-clicking. Okay, so yeah, it does look like that is the proper height. It may have been a while, but I at least remember that much. Okay, so this is how big it is. So this thing is pretty much done. All we have to do is dig a hole straight to bedrock, and then we're good to go on this one. So that is one. So from the middle, we have 3 blocks out, and in the middle. So we can do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here is where our hole should be. But 1, 2, 3. Slap that on top. And then this one gets built the exact same way. There we go. And these are connected up like that. Almost done. Looks like we're missing a piece. Am I doing something wrong? No, I had the exact amount. What is going on here? Did something get broken? You know what? I wonder if these can be connected like this. This one isn't any larger than the other ones. Almost wonder if this will let me do that. And save on resources. 2, 3. My guess is that the dev was probably smart enough to know that that's not the case, and will not let me do that. Even though these do need to be... Okay, assembly true. So yeah, that does work. We're able to save on materials there. So, what I have to do, though, is I have to break into this. And I have to mine both of these sides out until we reach bedrock. That's not the funnest part to do. So as you can see, this is what I have to deal with. Yeah. Luckily, we have a stone on us that should help us take a little bit of damage. But man, not much. This is pretty deep, actually. Wow, that is pretty deep. And we have to do this for both sides, I guarantee it. Oh boy. Let's get some cobble. More than what I have. And yeah, I have to fill this in. So after getting both of these done, you can see I had to make some nice little pillars. But, I mean, after that, it's pretty much ready to go. So, all we gotta do now is reassemble both of these. Shouldn't be too difficult. That one's reassembled. Reassembled. I need the flashy light to know. Assembled false. Oh no. Does it know? I think it might know that this is the multi-block. And we might have to make the couple more pieces. Oh, and move this over one. Oh, that's a nightmare. Well, last but not least, these guys are pretty much ready to go. The only thing we need to do now is give them power, in which I will just plop some power on here. Make sure these are set to send, send to all sides. Send energy. Send energy. There we go. These should now have energy. And should have enough energy to power these things. It actually, they only require a bit of power. It does say right here. RF a tick is 160 on that one. 660 on this one. If I'm seeing that correctly. And then we need to give it some kind of storage medium. So place that on the side. And now it will automatically output its contents into these guys. So the reason I built this one is because in order to upgrade the void ore to the tier 2, we're going to need mica. So we cannot build a tier 2, even if we get the resources we need, we cannot build a tier 2 until after we have enough mica that you can only get from the resource miner. I was calling that one the ore miner, but no, the resource miner. So here's the resource miner. It's going to generate all kinds of resources, and this is going to generate all kinds of ore. Look at that. So here's some thermal foundation oil sand. Very nice. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. This is going to be really nice because we can just allow this to run while we do all of our other stuff and completely ignore this. So, guys, I really appreciate you guys sticking around, giving all a thumbs up. Let me know about all kinds of cool stuff in the comments. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have an idea that you think I should be working on, you should let me know down in the comments below. I really do like reading those. And to me, it's not backseat gaming. I actually really do like to see that. Anyways, I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.